Hello everybody! In this video we will learn how to use reverse single crochet for textured pattern. This pattern is called corded ridge and it is smooth on the back and has this texture like this ridges in the front. It is only 2-row repeat. And what is interesting about this pattern, and I think it is kind of fun, it is done only on the right side. You do not turn your work ever. Here I started with the row double crochet, so it goes double crochet, reverse single crochet, double crochet, reverse single crochet, and so on, only 2 rows. It can be worked on any number of stitches, no specific multiples, so you can start first row with any number of stitches. I did 12, I think. You can chain any number of chains and then double crochet in those chains. I prefer to use foundation stitches, so this is foundation double crochet. I prefer to use it because it's it stretches more than if you use foundation chain. If you're interested to use foundation double crochet, I will put the link to this tutorial in the description, and any other stitches that I also use here, I'll put all the links in description. I have tutorial for the reverse single crochet, or as we also call it, crab stitch. We usually use it for the trim, some cute border, nice finishing touch. I have tutorial that shows how to use it for the trim. I will also link it in description. Each row we start here double crochet. You can use chain 3, that will count as a stitch, as a double crochet. In this case I used chainless starting double crochet. It's not standing double crochet, it's chainless starting double crochet. I have a tutorial for that too. It looks pretty much like double crochet. So you can choose to use chain 3 and it will count as the first stitch of the row, or you can use chainless starting double crochet for the start. I will put the link in the description too if you like, or you can use chain 3. So here I did first row double crochet, any number, and now we start our reverse single crochet. The reason it's called reverse is because we're crocheting backwards. We're working backwards. Usually we crochet from the hook forward, like usually I would just turn my work and work from the hook forward, which is for right-handed. For me it would be right to left. For lefties would be from left to right. Reverse single crochet works backwards, goes backwards. So we're going to crochet from here, from the end of the row back to beginning. Chain 1, the starting chain 1, and now here chain 1, and we will insert hook in this front loop of this first stitch. Might be a bit tricky for the first stitch. Yarn over and pull through this first loop. Yarn over, pull through both loops to complete single crochet. It is like this tall. Yes, it is twisted. Now we will, and it creates this bump. the twist creates the bump. Now you yarn over, I'm sorry, insert your hook in this front loop of the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through that first from this through this loop. You have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops as for a single crochet. Now insert your hook in next one in this front loop, light is a bit wrong here. I'm only inserting in the first and the front loop, yarn over, pull through that loop, and there we go. Make sure you don't lose this first loop that we already had on the hook. Pull a bit up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and this creates these bumps. We have 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Now, and you continue to the end. Now insert hook in your next stitch. First in the front loop, yarn over, pull through this front loop. There it goes. Don't lose this loop that was on the hook already. Yarn over and pull through 2. It's a bit more difficult to work in just front loop than in a full stitch, as we usually do. Let's make one more together. Insert your hook in this first front loop, yarn over, and pull through this front loop without losing this one. Now you have 2 loops, the same as you would for single crochet. They're just twisted. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, one more together, and then we'll finish off camera. Insert your hook here in the front loop, yarn over, pull through this first loop carefully, yarn over, oops, pull through 2 loops to complete the stitch. Next one, be careful here. Let me finish this off camera. Here I'm almost done with this row except for the last stitch. In the last stitch we just slip stitch and top, using both top loops, using both loops. If you just chain 3, so you slip stitch and 3rd chain and the top chain of your starting chain 3. I have chainless starting double crochet, so I'll just use it as has a top, this top V, like a regular double crochet. So I will slip stitch here, pull through all the loops, and here we go. So we do not put reversible single crochet in this last stitch. just do the slip stitch using both front and back loop, just like we do normally. And now you either chain 3 and count it as a double crochet, or I would use chainless starting double crochet. You can go and see the link for the tutorial, or I will show it here once. Pull up high on the height approximately of double crochet or a little bit higher. Twist your hook towards to you, then back, hold it tight, hold the yarn tight, and you have 2 wraps that we will count as this first loop and yarn over. That's how we'll count them. We'll treat them like that. Insert your hook inside here, right under your slip stitch, all the way down, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops. Oh, I lost it. Make sure you don't lose it. Now we have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through first 2 as for double crochet. Treat this double loop as 1. Now we have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 as for normal double crochet. And here we have this top V. It's a bit loose for this one. It's the only downside. So you can use this. I can show you again in case you decide to use this instead of chain 3. Pull up loop, high, twist your hook towards you, then back, holding this yarn. Sometimes you need to pull yarn a bit taller to adjust. You can experiment. Then insert your hook here, right under this slip stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through this first loop and this double loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 last loops. There you go. Chainless starting double crochet. If you chose to chain 3, just chain 3, treat it as a first stitch. And now we will continue working double crochet row. And now we will be working in these back loops. We already have first stitch. So now we will be working, sorry, lost everything. In these back loops, there they are. Yarn over, insert your hook in next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Just for double crochet. Yarn over. Now insert your hook in next stitch, this back 3 loops, and double crochet. Now double crochet in next stitch in the free back loop. And now you keep going, putting double crochet in these back loops that are free. Let me finish this off camera. I'll be back with you. Here I'm back, and I've finished the row except for the last stitch. Always make sure you put a crochet into your last stitch. This is that back loop. Might be a bit hard to find it when you do it first time. There it is. You can put a stitch marker or just a little scrap of different colored yarn to mark this back loop in the beginning before you even start this row of reverse double crochet. And you can also use stitch marker for the first stitch where you will have to slip stitch, like for example here, or it would be a top of the chain 3 or this first chainless double crochet. You can put your stitch marker here, that's where you will slip stitch, and you can put a stitch marker here in the back loop when you just first start this crab stitch row. This way you won't have to look where is that back loop hiding. We double crochet in this back loop, and to make sure you have all your stitches, just count them. I do have 12 stitches. So for this amount you will always have, for example, I have 12. I will always have 12 double crochet and then 11 reverse single crochet and 1 slip stitch. Here what we got. This is a very decorative stitch. You can use it for some decorative pillow cover, for blanket or blanket squares, for the bag, or anywhere you see fit. Thank you for watching.